How we doing, folks? Welcome to another video. Today I'm just going to be talking and rambling on about something that I got asked quite a few times about when people have been into the lockups, and they've always said like, what car covers are using. So I thought let's do a wee video on what I actually use. Just recently I purchased obviously the Escort convertible, and it didn't have a car cover, neither did the Focus, the Mark 1 or Minty. So there was a deal on in one of the Focus RS pages, Mark 1s, and I was doing a Classic Editions car cover, which is what these three here are. And I didn't check out exactly what they were all about. I just knew Classic Editions got a good name for their car covers. So I thought, well, a good buy. I think it was like £130 a cover. Bought them and it's fine. Order came through a wee bit wrong. We ordered black and all of a sudden I've got, you know, two blues and a black. But that's what it is, they're doing the same job as anything else. What I tend to find is that the Classic Edition ones, it's quite a thin, a really thin material. It's over, it's not like a nice, you know, soft cotton. It is decent, I mean, it's not going to mark the paint or anything like that. It just feels quite flimsy compared to the other ones that I'll show you I've got on the Cosworth and Blaze. But they do the job just right. This is obviously designed for the Mark 1. We got these ones as well at the same time. What I have noticed is obviously they've got the pockets for the wing mirrors and give you the location to help you kind of pull it together and pull it down. So on the Mark 1 it fits perfectly. On the Escort convertible it's actually really tight in one area, and you know it is marked on the fronts of them for obviously front and back on them to where they're meant to go. So once you hook them over the wing mirrors, it pinches really quite a bit, and it makes it quite saggy. So when you're actually, if you're putting on this, it's nice and tight and it looks, you know, looks good. But I mean, they're only here to serve a purpose. There's a wee bit of dust comes off, obviously the concrete bisons that's in the lockup. So I guess, you know, you can't complain. If anything, if I checked out my homework, I would have done. I would have bought different ones to these ones. They're nice, but I don't know if my OCD's getting in me because they're not the same as what I've got on the Cosworth and Blaze at the back. But you know, they're doing a job, you know, so I guess it is. But they're decent. I think this is a large, and it fits over the Focus RS, no problem. Those two are mediums, and it fits Minty pretty good. The convertible, just I don't know why, it's the same size, but it seems to be quite, I don't know, it doesn't seem to fit quite as right on it. But I don't know if they're actually tailored for the Mark 1, when we did order them, it just said medium larges, you know, it didn't actually say it was specifically for this car, but it just happens that it sits nice on this one. I'll move the camera and I'll show you the other ones we've got. Now obviously these ones here are a bit different compared to the Classic Editions covers. These ones are a nice soft cotton, a lot thicker as well. Certainly, definitely indoor car covers. These are obviously indoor car covers as well, but it seems to keep the heat, you know, tucks the car in a lot nicely. It's got a fleece lining in it, and obviously cotton on the other side, but this one just seems to be like a thin cotton. There's no details on what it's actually made of, so I don't really make the stuff. But yeah, these ones are a lot better. These are by Specialized, if I'm right, Specialized Covers. I'll just double check that, don't want to be lying to you. It is, yeah, Specialized Covers in Shipley in Bradford. Obviously this one was stitched it's specifically for the Escort Cosworth, so it's got the design for the wheel tail and everything's millimetre perfect. The one on the Sapphire Cosworth is exactly the same. The only difference is it doesn't have the stitching on the actual cover itself. And the one I've got for Blaze in the corner as well, which we'll show you in a second, is the same as this one. The only difference is it's got the white stitching through it, which is obviously just a box tick kind of episode where you can change the, you know, like RS Cosworth on it, Sierra Cosworth, Focus RS and upgrade on it. But this one, I actually bought this one second hand, and it was of a gentleman who had an Escort Cosworth, and he got rid of it and sold the cover separate, so I didn't actually buy it direct. So if it was me, I wouldn't have put the RS Cosworth on it. The only thing I noticed on it, I mean, although it's backed, I don't know if I'm that keen on, you know, stitching in the way it's covered here for just marking the top of the paint. It hasn't yet, but I don't use it that much. But that's the only thing I don't like about that one. That's why the rest of them don't have that. But yeah, these ones are a lot better for keeping a bit of heat in the cars than anything else. It's not a particularly cold unit, but when you see the quality of this one compared to the classic editions, it's far better, by miles. I'll show you the other one I've got. It's an outdoor car cover that we use for Shadow. Now, usually Shadow sits outside. It wasn't built to be a show car, although it ended up turning into one. So just to keep the dust off it, I've just put this outdoor cover on it. It's pretty good. It was from Halfords, this one. Just something simple, just to try and keep the dust off the cars, to save me having to wipe them down every 2 minutes, I guess. This one here, I mean, if I'm being anal, I'd like them all to be black, so they'll look pretty cool sitting in the unit. But yeah, I mean, it's decent enough, fits really well. There's actually tags on the side of it on this one. You can actually go right underneath the car and clip it underside so it doesn't blow off when it is obviously outside. Not that this car's going to be sitting with cover in it and outside now. But yeah, that was, I think this one was, I think I only paid about £25 for that one. The Specialized covers, brand new, I think I was £400 for each one for Blaze and the Sapphire, and I think I paid second hand about £280, £300 for the Escort Cosworth one. Now, I know it's a lot of money for it, but I mean, these cars sitting in the unit quite a thing, so at least I know decent covers on them. But you can see in the difference, obviously, the price to the quality as well. Not that the Classic Editions isn't a good cover. I just it's not expected. I was waiting for, I thought it'd come with fleece lining exactly what I had on these two, but you know what, I didn't do my homework for once, and it's one of these ones. So if you're looking for something like that, I mean, I recommend, spending extra money if you've got something that's sitting in a unit and using the Specialized ones. There's a far better protection on the car, because if you drop anything, something drops, it's got that padding just to take the knock of it, whereas this, I mean, you could literally spit peas through it. But it is holding the dust off, so pros and cons to them. Not everybody wants to use obviously car covers. They want to show off the cars. I like to show them off as well, but it's just the dust. Sometimes the unit, obviously with the tenant and above, sometimes we just get a wee bit of movement in these Bisons, and we just get these wee concrete flakes landing on the cars, and I don't really want that to happen, because it's like land the car, you write them off, and before you know it, you've got them all scratched. So the only way to keep them good is by putting them under wraps. But yeah, definitely recommend them. So I guess that's kind of the tour of it done, unless you wanted to obviously still see it in Blaze. Is sitting in here, out the way. It's got its own little booth, because this is where it's going to be stripped and rebuilt. We have a Specialized cover on this one as well. As you can see, it's got the white piping around it. They've got an elastic band right the way around about the bottoms of them, so they actually hook right under the bumper with no issues. The only difference is if you wax the car, they're a nightmare to try and put on yourself, because as soon as you put it on the roof to drag it down, it slips off. So this car's obviously got the ceramic coating on it, and when you put it on, it just wants to slip, and when you're by yourself, it's a nightmare. But yeah, I mean, I've had this cover now for, I think, since I bought the car, actually. 2014 I got Blaze, 2015 I think I bought the cover, just for keeping in the unit. But that's bode well. They're pretty easy to wash as well. Turn them inside out, put them in a cold wash, a light heat, and then you can tumble dry them at a low heat as well. And then obviously dry them out. If you don't use the tumble dry, you can dry them out in the line and whatnot, and then put them back on. Safe to say, I've only washed this once. It's literally a car cover, but yeah, I'm sure you'd probably crack up if I actually stuffed it into the washing machine now. More than anything else. But yeah. Aye, so quick video over about the lockup, just to show you a couple of car covers. Nothing major, but I hope it'll help someone if they're out for looking for a car cover. It's not a lot to talk about in them, but if it was for me, I'd definitely be trying to get the fleece lined ones with the thick cotton on them. Keep the heat better, a wee bit more padding and protection, and all in, I think they actually look a bit nicer as well. But yeah, that's my rendition of car covers for you. So thanks for joining me again, and subscribe, like, all that jazz and whatnot, and I'll hopefully some more videos up soon. I'll probably do some more filming for something else in about 5 minutes or so anyway. So I will see you again soon, and like I always say, take it easy, folks. Catch you.